The intro of this video is in white and black. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Should it be black and white instead? Why? Isn't it the same, black and white and black? Actually, in Spanish, it's the opposite. Blanco y negro. And nobody could say una foto en negro y blanco. It could be grammatically right, but it could sound completely wrong and unnatural. This is what we call binomios irreversibles in Spanish. Words that, when they are together, have a certain order that you shouldn't change. In this video, we are going to see several examples and their hidden logic. Hola gente, soy Fede y vamos ahora mismo a aprender todo sobre binomios irreversibles en español. When we speak Spanish or English as natives and we want to learn the other language, one of the first things we notice is that the order of words may change. It's not a big deal. In Spanish, we usually use nouns before adjectives, and in English, it's the opposite. We quickly learn that the White House is la Casa Blanca, or vice versa. But Siamese words are something completely different. These word pairs belong to the same grammatical category, but even though they follow an order that we can't reverse. Loud and clear, flesh and bone, ham and cheese are good examples in which we respect the same order in both languages. Alto y claro, carne y hueso, jamón y queso. But with word pairs like black and white or dead or alive, we use the opposite order in Spanish. Blanco y negro, vivo o muerto. When we speak, we don't choose a position for each word. The order is already given by the language. We just say the words in a certain position without even being aware of it. But, believe it or not, there is a logic. Notice that in most cases, when the words represent opposite things, the word with a positive connotation go first. ¿Sí o no? ¿Positivo o negativo? Lo bueno y lo malo. El bien y el mal. Pros y contras. Cielo e infierno. Cuestión de vida o muerte. ¿Verdadero o falso? En la salud y en la enfermedad. A todo o nada. Más o menos. No sé si reír o llorar. A remarkable exception to this rule could be la guerra y la paz. Unless we consider war as something positive and peace as a negative thing. How do you explain that creator of the language? Besides from positive and negative things, there are other logical orders. When we have words related to space, time, or other values. Acá y allá, ni frío ni calor, causa y efecto, tómalo o déjalo, muerto y enterrado, de principio a fin, antes o después. Can you see the logic here? They are increasing in distance, in degrees, in time, and the remarkable exception here could be sooner or later. Yes, it's not an exception in English, but in Spanish we say tarde o temprano. Of course, in many cases, I couldn't find a logical reason. Tell me if you find an explanation for the order to the following Siamese words, because they are idioms or words with the same hierarchy, with the same hierarchy. Jerarquía. Sano y salvo, leer y escribir, cuerpo y alma, más y mejor, paz y tranquilidad, viento y marea, sangre y fuego, sal y pimienta, pan y circo, arco y flecha. What happens when we talk about people? I mean, duos or couples, characters. Well, let's see some examples. Tom y Jerry, Tommy y Dali, Caín y Abel, Rómulo y Remo, Abbott y Costello, Thelma y Luis, el gordo y el flaco, Ren y Stimpy, David y Goliat. Sometimes it's clear that the main character is in the first place, like in Batman y Robin, or Mario y Luigi. Next part is the most controversial on this video, and I want to read your opinion about it. I noticed that when a duo or a couple is integrated by a man and a woman, usually the man is named first. Adán y Eva, marido y mujer, Romeo y Julieta. Do you think it's just a coincidence? Do you think it has to do with sexism? Write your comments below, I would love to read them. Ahora te dejo la chapa. No te olvides de suscribirte, tocar la campanita, dar like y dejarme un comentario. Chao.